right, nighttime shot, and this is looking good. Yeah, the diffusion looks pretty cool. This is just parking lights, so you know, lights are on, but let's hit the brake light. Okay.
Hey everyone, we've got my friend's Model Y Juniper here, and we are going to add another brake light or rear bumper brake light right down here. This guy from Tesstudio looks super cool on the pictures and everything else that we see. We're going to check it out in real life though. Also answer the question, this Model Y Foundation Series comes with the tow package in there. So is this going to fit? Can we get this in here? Because the tow hitch is like right behind this panel. So let's find that out. Going to do a full install, give you all the little tips and tricks like I usually do. And then we're going to do a review, take a look at it, daytime, nighttime. Hopefully I get this thing done while it's still daylight. Install looks fairly simple. Trickiest part I think is going to be running the wiring, and we'll check all of that out in the install. So stay tuned for that. And please use the discount links below. They will save you the most amount of money. A lot of times they'll save you an extra 1 or 2% over the codes that they're always throwing out at you. And I would appreciate it. It really helps me out. Use the link, use my code TeslaMark, and then subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's get going.
So let's just start the unboxing right now. You know, this looks pretty good. The only thing you're really going to see is this part here, and taking the place of this panel down here. And you can see you've got this one part on the top looks very much like this diffused piece here, which mimics the, you know, the factory OEM look. And I believe this is lit up all the time, and then when you actually hit the brake, this one kicks in with that extra brightness. So but we'll double check all of that, you know, during the review. Let me show you the wiring. So they give you this fish line, actual wiring, little pry bar, nice, zip ties, and some electrical tape. So what we're basically going to be doing is getting underneath this panel here, tapping into the wiring, the electrical signals for the existing brake light, running the wire down here, through in here, through this loom, behind this, run it down in this molding here, down here, and then we're going to drop the line down into the actual brake light here behind the bumper. So really the most difficult part of the install is probably going to be fishing it through these wiring looms here. Yeah, otherwise though it's really simple. So yeah, let's start taking this panel off and get to it. All right, so let's start with this trim here, then we'll take this off. So this comes off at a slight angle like this way. Right in here we've got these typical push pin fasteners. Get something in here, pull it up, then pull the whole thing out. All right, it might be better to just take the whole thing down. Let's see if we can do it without taking the whole thing down. Anyway, what we need to do is tap into this right here. So I'm going to unplug this and tap into it with this guy. All right. Thing moves around a lot. Oh, not bad. So pushed in here and popped right out. Okay. Okay, got that guy in there. Do a little zip tying here, and then we're going to run the wire zip tied along with this one all the way through there. Okay, before we do anything, let's plug this guy in, make sure it works. And there's two different plugs. You can't mix this stuff up. All right, cool. This is just with like the lights on. So we can see we've got that glow. Actually, it's going to be like this. So this is like just the diffuse glow. And then let me hit the brake. All right, cool. We're working. All right, just in case my camera wasn't on, I ran the fish line through here. So I started on this end, pushed it through here, grabbed it, and now I'm going to tape this to here and pull it through. I'm not gonna lie, this tape they give you here, it sucks. Okay, it's just not. It's just kind of barely sticky. It's not sticking to this very well, so junk. To get the 3M out, now I'm gonna try to kind of stack these like this. Like this, it's, I think it might be too thick to pull through, so I'm just gonna try to keep it thin, maybe even go like this or something, but it's gonna be a little bit of a tight squeeze. Luckily this isn't very long, but anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. I've got this as slim and as in line as possible. Okay, not bad. All right, let me see if I can keep this on here. Feed the fish line through here. It has to come out here. So you can pull this down a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go this way with it, though. Maybe if I bend it like this, I can get it going in the right direction, but sweet. Might as well put these grommets back now. All right, might as well put this back at this point. In here, I pulled the molding off, as you could see all the way down here. And there is some adhesive in here, and it's, be careful, I'm kind of getting it on my sleeves and stuff a little bit, no big deal. All right, let's take this off at this point. Underneath here, we've got these two kind of screw things, so let's get a big screwdriver in there, turn them 90 degrees. Camera dirty. Boom. Oh, let's take these off and put them on the light panel. To take these off, you just push this in, and kind of push it down. Okay. All right. Just push them in here. So now we got to get the wire here down into this spot here, and I should have left it attached to the fish line, but I didn't. So I've already kind of tried this spot right here. Went through here nicely, so now we're going to retape the wire to this and pull it through. So we've got to push this down and then tuck this inside there. You know, these side panels kind of get tucked in the inside of the molding here. So let's do that now. This is going to have to fold over at a certain point. That's no big deal. Just don't make it like a real sharp point here. Just kind of like this should be good. And then we'll plug this in. Got to get this panel back on too. I should have done that already. Okay, I gotta put this guy back in. To line everything up, just look for the tabs, look for the holes, and just line it up that way. Push it in. It was easier for me to do this side and then that side, and then everything else just kind of fit into the places. And then, you know, give it a push every now and then. You got to kind of pop them in, but everything goes in, no problem. Plug this guy back in, and I still have the lights on in the car, so we are pre-lit. So yeah, even though we have the tow hitch, we still have plenty of room. We start here, these kind of hook in at the top, just line all that up, hinge it down, and then these clip in here. We're going to turn these two fastener screws here 90 degrees. All right, check it out. That looks pretty good, pretty stinking good. You've got the diffuser deal here. You got that added brake light, which I'm sure you've already seen in the video. Matches the OEM pretty nicely. Spice it up. It looks good. Install is not bad at all. The hardest part was, you know, just getting that wire down there, but not bad. Not bad. I don't know. You don't know what you're doing? Maybe an hour? This comes off real simple. I'm liking it. Off looks perfectly fine. Add some safety, add some spice. Right, nighttime shot. And this is looking good. Yeah, the diffusion looks pretty cool. This is just parking lights, so, you know, lights are on. But let's hit the brake light. Look at that, matches well. Okay, off. Look at that. All right, we'll just get just down here. Brake. Yeah. Yeah, that is bright. That is nice. Oh, that looks good. Okay, very cool.